And we are live, and the doors of the Sanctum have been unlocked and open for the week. Welcome, everyone, back to the Sanctum Sanctorum. I'm your illustrious host, Widow's Son. I am completely unaware at the moment where my awesome co-hosts are. Everyone is late today for some reason. Bonk will be in here in just the next little bit. But as I was saying, I have no clue where everyone else is. So we're gonna give everybody just a few minutes to start piling in here. But right now, I'm joined by I was doing my research on this gentleman. We have spoken briefly on the Devil's Lettuce before, and started digging into him. Very interesting character, and I like the cut of his jib, as it were, referring to himself as the rapper who cut his own face off. I'm joined by Mr. Marshal Manson. Mr. Manson, welcome. You are most welcome, sir.
Thank
How
you.
are you?
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
I'm glad you got a chuckle when I said I like the cut of your jib. That's that's not very many people understand that reference. So kudos. Hang on just a second.
A thumb.
Bonk is here. What's going on, man?
Hey, nothing much.
Nice to finally talk to you. I have no idea where everyone else is today. I have absolutely no clue. They all abandoned ship for some reason.
Yeah, I just got done scratching the dirt for 3 hours, so that's why I'm late. I had to wash the grime off myself.
Are you doing your impression of Old MacDonald? And
half my yard is a farm. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I was just making a joke, but all right.
No, it's real. It's real.
You're about like you almost had a Kurt Angle moment. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Well, it's awesome to finally speak to you as well. So before we kind of get everything going right now, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button for us. That really helps us out. Hit that subscribe button, get the notification bell on, and we're gonna have fun with or without him. God damn it, that's what we do around here. So, Mr. Manson, now, as I said, I started doing my homework on you after we were on the Devil's Lettuce together. Never Loyal, the video was absolutely insane, and I loved it.
Oh, thank you, man.
So I have to know where does the concept come from?
You know, I didn't actually realize, it's funny, the timing of this, I didn't actually realize quite how deep this had been ingrained in me for so long, but the initial idea was inspired by a particular take on the Joker done by that show Gotham. That's where I kind of got like the initial thing. But I realized when I was younger, maybe like 13 or so, and I wanted to be a DJ. No, even younger than 13, maybe like 11 or 12. I used to call myself DJ No Face, and I had totally forgotten about that until recently. And I think there's something subconscious going on there that I haven't quite pinned down yet, to be honest with you.
It's one thing that it really reminded me of, like when I watched the Never Loyal video and I saw like the actual removing of the face, and I'm like, I get it, the things just started kind of falling in place. It also was very reminiscent of a Jeff the Killer kind of idea.
Yeah, I hear that a lot, but I've actually never read or like listened to any of the creepypastas or anything, so I'm not really sure, but I'll have to check it out because a lot of people mention that.
That when I kind of started seeing it come together and the idea, that's one thing that it definitely reminded me of. And I was just like, unless he's not aware of this, then maybe it would be cool to see someone come along and like team up with him and go by Jeff the Killer, and then kind of do something similar to the whole story.
Cool.
I always thought that would be pretty stellar. So So you do, it's definitely like the quote unquote like horrorcore. If you want to slap that, particular like pop culture sticker on it, I suppose. It's very reminiscent of it. That's why I guess that's the closest thing I could say. But I mean, you definitely have your own way of doing it, which is, because nobody likes like the cookie cutter. Everybody's doing the same sound, everybody's doing the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
style, things like that. You've definitely gone out of your way to step out of that box. Um, so with the other than the Joker, like was there something else that may like kind of brought this more to light other than that particular.
The the video itself is actually a very like symbolic linear tale. So um, I would say, and now I like to consider most of my stuff like interpretive art. So
Absolutely.
you know, if someone gets some kind of different meaning from this, it's hopefully helpful. That's cool. But like the way I interpreted it after creating it, or like at least writing like the initial ideas and shit, was that it was about picking yourself up after traumatic or hard experiences, and kind of redefining who you are based on that trauma, or like trying to puzzle yourself together based on that trauma. If you watch it, there's moments where I kind of start tripping and the camera falls through the ground and comes up in another location. And it's almost like I am having trouble making it through life. It's hard not to fall over, not fall back in your old ways, or fall back into depression, or whatever you identify with.
It's basically, so to me kind of what you're saying is like it's definitely a puzzle, and you're trying to put all the pieces in properly so you can hopefully kind of fix this particular portion of something, like
Yeah.
Kind of digging into it on a much more subconscious, stepping out of your comfort zone kind of thing.
Exactly, yeah. And like, I do the I'm in a hotel room when I do the initial act of cutting it off, and then once I'm out in the street, like I'm showing the world like myself with all these new scars, with all these new wounds that I have to heal, or like stapled back on, like trying just to go out in the world as this person.
It and I definitely picked up on the Joker vibe when you had the purple suit on. That I was like, that's a total nod to that. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
well, Wanderer has appeared.
Hello.
Yo,
You
sorry.
are late. You are late, sir.
Yeah, I have a reason for that. Let me
It's
explain.
really embarrassing how late you are.
Fuck
Exactly.
you, Bonk. Welcome, my guy. Either way, so the reason I was late was because it's been an extremely hot day today, and I had to walk Bobby a little later than usual. I didn't expect to walk him for as long as I did, but yeah. Actually, my parents are home right now. Give me 1 sec.
And there goes Wanderer.
He's just not very timely.
He'll be back in 10 minutes. He'll be back in 10 minutes. Marshall, one thing you'll notice about Wanderer is when he tells us a certain amount of time, we take that and then we add 20 minutes or so to it.
Oh yeah.
Because he'll be like, give me 2 minutes, and he'll be like back in like 7 or 8, and be like, all right, come on, let's learn time management.
I know people who do the same thing.
So are you just putting out, because I notice a lot of the lyric videos, a lot of the stuff, like when I would read like a certain title of a song or something, I was expecting like something like very in your face, very hard, raw, screaming kind of, like I got battle or rap or something, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And then it's something completely there. It's a complete spin on me. Like I'm just like, wow, I did not see that coming. I figured he was like the first thing you would hear is just a really really loud "fuck you,"
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
It's I lost my train of thought. Shit, I don't even remember what I was gonna say. I'm sorry.
well, it's like my dad used to tell me, "Don't get no better with age, so get used to it." Um, Trust me, like I told you earlier, I'm about to be 40 in September, and trust me, I forget shit all the time.
Oh, I remember what it was. Okay, yeah. So we talked briefly before this about Lane Staley,
Hmm.
and a lot of his songs are categorized, or his vocal performances are categorized as something called relaxed aggression. Um, and if you listen to something like "Oh my God, it's raining fetuses," um,
And that's something I
it's
would expect from Marilyn Manson, to be honest with you. You know,
yeah, yeah.
it's been as a big a fan of his as I am, especially the earlier stuff. Portrait of an American Family
Oh, I love that album.
is
Yeah.
a goddamn masterpiece. Um,
I
I
just
mean,
love amalgamation. I don't know. I like throwing shit together. So like a lot of the things you've mentioned, like ICP and Marilyn Manson, obviously, and like just all kinds of shit. I like to all throw it all into a blender, basically. You know, all these influences and like make shit. So that's why it's kind of weird sometimes. Where yeah, you'll see like some like a very harmonious or like calm song with like this fucking disturbing track art. You know.
I've come across that a lot.
Hmm.
You know, the titles of songs can be very spot on, but sometimes they can be very deceiving because you're just like, okay, I think maybe I know what this is about, and then you're just like,
Mhm.
well, didn't see that coming. So,
Yeah, definitely.
um, so how long have you been doing this?
I didn't actually start like producing content, you know, music to be put out until I was 13. That's when I downloaded FL Studio and on this shit ass little notebook laptop I had, and I started learning on the demo version and putting stuff out that was not good, but you know, you have to start somewhere. and But I mean, I've been like writing songs and shit my entire life, though.
I mean, obviously, like journal entries and little just I've done that too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
being being a depressed teenager, especially like when you feel like an outcast. I mean, it's basically like sometimes the pen and paper are the only friends you've got,
yeah.
and I can definitely understand. Being a amateur musician myself and um, a vocalist as well, I've jammed with a lot of people over the years and all of this, and when I mean, you're doing this yourself, which is something I really, really have a lot of respect for. Coming from um, a punk rock scene where you were seeing like all these local bands just like putting demo, like recording and then burning CDs of their demo and selling it for like $2, you know,
Yeah,
um, making their own buttons and shirts and, you know, all kinds of stuff. I have a lot of respect for that because I knew a lot of the guys that were doing it. And so you putting it out on your own is something that, and doing it the way you want to do it is something I have a big respect for.
thank you, man. I really appreciate it. It's a lot. I pretty much work full time, you know, like a lot of sleepless nights and shit like that. Like, yeah,
So I mean, your music is basically what you are doing for a living, basically.
yeah. I actually just dropped the order for the physicals of this most recent album last night. So I put out a trailer today, and it's going to be a box set. So it comes with the CD
Mhm.
of the album, and it comes with a mask that looks like the face from the video. And I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a lot of really cool shit. It's going to be like very in character, and those are going up for 99 right now.
And Doc is here with a lot of noise in the background.
It's raining.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's raining really bad here. I'll put my mic on mute until I need to speak.
Okay.
Dude, I fucking wish it was raining today. It's been like 29 degrees Celsius
It's
in the
so
UK.
fucking hot.
It's terrible. Like my flesh is burning off.
Actually, it's only been like 80, so it's not that bad over here.
Was that in that's yeah, obviously that's in
It's actually
Fahrenheit.
it's actually cooling down here because I think there's a little storm front headed
Yeah,
this
it's
way right
supposed to
now.
be rain tomorrow, but
Oh,
Well,
holy
So-
shit! It's so
look on the
warm over
bright
here.
side. At least we're not dealing with the temperatures that the people of Pompeii dealt with on August 24th, 79 AD.
Fair enough.
he's right.
He is right. So now that we have two new opinions in the room, I want to bring up something real quick. And Wanderer, if you haven't already, can you send Splicer an invite to the Discord, please?
Of course,
Because
I think I meant to yesterday, but I forgot to.
so what we've been doing over the last couple of weeks, is Bonk is aware, we've had part 1 and part 2 of the separation of the art from the artist discussion, which Slicer posted a comment on part 2 that he enjoyed the discussion for, and really appreciate that. And we're going to be doing a part 3 coming up probably within the next week or so. And of course, I would like to invite Bonk and you, Mr. Manson, certainly to join us for that. But we're going to, but since we have you two here, now I don't know if Marshall has had a chance to listen to those episodes, but basically we've been going over a lot of cases where a music artist or someone like that has performed, or there's accusations of a very heinous act, as it were. We've talked about things like the Marilyn Manson situation. We've talked about Ian Watkins, Gary Glitter, Ted Nugent, things like that. So one, and we'll give you both, as long as you want to kind of give your opinion on how you feel about that particular separation. So, Marshall, we're going to start with you. What is your stance on separation of the art from the artist? You being a musician and everything yourself, what is your stance on situations like that?
It's tough, it's really ugly. And I'll be honest, like, there are artists who have been accused of absolutely heinous things that I still listen to, now I don't contribute monetarily to them personally, but I also wouldn't necessarily shit on someone who does, because I feel like this is a very gray area, for me anyway. I actually struggle at times. Like, I kind of go back and forth. I don't necessarily think that someone's voice should be removed for something they've done necessarily, but at the same time, I understand people's positions that the platform they are on can be used for further abuse of people. You know what I'm saying? So I feel very torn on it, and I don't honestly know. I don't know what approach would be best in those situations.
It's a double-edged sword, really. It's a very kind of tongue-in-cheek approach, because on those episodes, like on the first episode, and we'll get to Bonk in just a second, and of course I want Doc and Wanderer to also give us their opinions on this, because I mean we've done 2 deep discussions on this, and I figure doing a part 3, and what a better way to do it than get a bunch of people together and let's all talk about this as a group. One of the examples that I gave was the Phil Anselmo situation, where he did a Nazi salute at a concert.
Yeah, I saw
and myself, I'm a humongous Pantera fan, basically of him. Like, I'm a fan of his music, his art, everything like that. Me as a fan, I kind of understand slips like that and everything, and I don't condone it in the slightest whatsoever. I do not condone that. Let's make that very clear once again. But I'm still a fan. I still listen to the man's music. If I get to catch a band he's in, I'm going to go see it,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I mean, I'm on a lot of the others. It is very hard because the like the Ian Watkins situation. Like I was never a Lost Prophets fan to begin with,
Yeah.
but those guys had to walk away from everything. Now they're doing a different band completely, but they had to, I'm sure trying to pick up and start over after all of that was tremendously hard.
Yes, definitely had to be.
Bonk, what's your opinion on it?
Most of the time, I don't even know what they end up doing because I never like go out to check. I just know they do some like shitty thing. Like, for example, there's like 2 examples that come to mind. I think one was like something sexual with a fan. The other was like some internet shit. I just never looked into it, and I listen to the music, and most of the time I don't really get involved with the artist that much. But it depends on like the band, I guess.
Yeah, I get you. Was that allegation you're talking about, the Remo Drive one?
Huh? No.
All right, because it
I
was an
do
allegation.
think Eric's
but
just
that
a
was false.
shitty like idiot though. He's like a dumb moron, sort of. But
Yeah.
He can do what he wants. At the end of the day, it's his thing.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I should probably explain that. Okay, so Remo Drive, right? They made Greatest Hits. Widows, you listen to it.
Oh yeah,
It's
and now that I'm actually getting to speak to you, I enjoyed it immensely. It was very, very good.
Yeah, it's the they made that. They're in like punk scene, bunch of kids, fun, rowdy, haha, and then progressively their albums get like softer, more I don't know how to say it, like
More like poppy,
indie,
less.
alternative poppy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then they get upset when they ask for more stuff. When fans ask for more things like Greatest Hits, they get defensive and stuff. Mostly Eric, I think. Like they don't take constructive criticism very well. He doesn't.
Well, that's you're talking about like the change in their sound and like how they get defensive when they people
At
ask
the end
for
of the day,
older stuff.
it is their art and they get to choose what to make. But at the same time, Twitter freakouts at random people on Twitter isn't just good practice.
Yeah, it's more like
it's really just both. They're both in the wrong a little bit.
Yeah, because it's almost like you can't exactly tell an artist what to do, but when you establish an audience that is here for a specific type of music, and then you completely shift it in like the next 2 albums,
it's not even that, because it comes out like years. It's a progressive shift in his like tone, but at the same time, he just like shuns his like base audience, sort of, which is kind of shitty.
Yeah,
drummer's still cool though. Sam Beck is awesome.
Well, it's one of those things too, though. When you've created a platform for people to be able to give you feedback, you also have to expect constructive criticism, or the fact that they're going to be people who really won't like what you do, and they're going to have some pretty awful things to say about it. Once you open up those channels, you have to expect those 2 elements.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that Marshall gets his fair share of all of this. I mean, it's just part of it. Am I correct when I say that?
Yeah, if you're any kind of public figure, you're gonna get fucked up messages or whatever. It happens.
Well, speaking of that, I have an interesting question to ask. What is honestly the most fucked up thing someone has said to you about your music?
About my music? I don't know, because it doesn't stick in my craw enough necessarily to really remember anything specific, to be honest with you. It's like whatever. If they're being ridiculous enough, I'll just hit the block button. I don't got time. But it's more like when people like who you have literally never met or talked to will message you like threats or things like that. It's just like, I don't even know what this person's mad about, dude. I don't know who this person is.
You gotten threats?
Oh yeah, dude. Everyone I know who's like some kind of public figure or content creator, they've all gotten threats before. Absolutely, it happens.
I've never had threats, but I've had weird behavior.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it is well documented.
True.
Because yeah,
people.
They all want to touch Wanderer. That's what it is. They all want to touch him.
it's fucking weird.
There's some weird ones.
There are very weird ones. They're like saying shit about me on 4chan and stuff like that. It's weird. Please leave me alone.
They have a crush on you, is what it is.
Yeah.
They're in love with you. They just don't know how to say it. They just can't come out and say it, so they have to.
Your feelings for him are not real.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
They are real to me.
How dare you try to crush my dreams? And I understand, Bonk's position about not looking into it and actually just enjoying it for what it is, and that's solely the music. Hang on just a moment, guys.
Shit.
Actually, speaking of because I know we spoke of Marshal Manson beforehand. There's been an interesting development in that whole story with him, doing some shady shit. He actually turned himself in recently.
Yeah, I saw the pictures of that.
Oh yeah, for what was it, spitting on a photographer in New York or something like that?
I think
I'm
so.
back. Sorry about that.
Yo, what were you saying before, Widow?
I forgot. So
you were commenting on my position, I think. Something about
that ship has sailed. I'm sorry.
All right.
It's like I was telling Marshall earlier. It's like my dad said, it doesn't get any better with age, and I'm pushing 40, so I may as well get used to it.
In the small moments that you were gone, we kind of ignited another conversation about Marshal Manson again, which was somebody that was obviously a very big topic of the separation between artists and art. In the last couple episodes we've done, there's been an interesting development recently that he actually turned himself in for the assault charges.
Oh, that's right. I saw that.
Yeah, I saw it a couple of days ago. I didn't know if you saw it or.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm like, well, at least he's not. I mean, at least he's, he went in voluntarily. Like they didn't have to hunt him down and stuff like that. Like he, with as much, well, I mean, with the situation and everything that he's in, I mean, turning himself in to me gives him a little dignity. Would I be incorrect in saying that?
I'd say so. I mean, it depends on how you look at it, really, in my opinion.
Marshall, what do you think?
On Marilyn Manson?
Yeah, like, do you think by turning himself in, it gave him just a little dignity?
Well, I mean, it's like, what is he gonna do? Like, be on the run or just avoid the? It's just like he's got to do what he's got to do.
Well, right, but I mean, like I said, I mean, it's not like he was hiding or trying to run from them. Like, a lot of people were probably expecting him to do.
Well, and the particular assault charges he turned himself in for were nothing like what he's been accused of lately. Right. It was he spit on a photographer, which it's kind of like if you're photography, if you're photographing Marilyn Manson, you just kind of accept getting spit at or being in the general direction. Spitting is kind of going to happen with him because he's a shock rocker. Spitting is the least of your concerns,
Yeah, dude, he does a lot of gross shit. He like blows snot rockets and.
Yeah, that's
fucking.
Well, can
gross.
we at least admit that he's not doing what Gigi Allen was doing?
Yes, we can at least admit that. I mean, one of the things that Manson did in one of his shows, he had a guy get up on stage completely naked, trying to shock him. So Marilyn Manson grabbed the dude by the dong and starts like parading him around stage. It was like, all right, I got you by the leash,
Yeah.
So it's kind of, and I'm not excusing what he did by spitting at the photographer, but it's like the photographer makes it seem like that there was some malicious intent when we know there may not have actually been. It may have been just part of the show. And I think that's kind of what the courts are going to have to decide.
Well, honestly, no, there's video evidence of him doing that in other places, spitting at security guards and stuff like
really?
that.
I was not aware of that. Is that, then is that part of the show, or is it part of the assault? Does he just go around assaulting everyone like that? Or do they accept you will get spit at?
Well, it's kind of like, let's take Guar, for example. They spray like fake blood and fake vomit and all of that out into the crowd. I mean, it is part of the show, yes, but you can't claim assault for something like that. Which, if he's like spitting at people, I mean, he's spitting out in the crowd, and if he directs one at someone who's not aware of it, then okay. But I mean, if someone spits at you, I mean, that's, to me, to file charges on that is kind of petty.
Well, the timing is also a little interesting to me,
absolutely.
Everything that's going on.
Well, I mean, it is. I mean, for someone to spit at you and you file an assault charge, that's really, I mean, that's petty. If they actually hauled off and knock 2 of your teeth out, then okay. But I mean, it's a loogie, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I hear you.
You go wash your face or your head or your wherever it happened to land, and then you wash your clothes and take a shower.
Yeah.
Done. All the bad stuff has gone down the drain. It's okay. The bad man can't hurt you anymore.
I mean, granted, it's fucking disgusting. I'd probably smack somebody's face and did that me, but
there's no way around it that it is disgusting. But at the same time, it's kind of like, it's not like he jumped down and just started beating the crap out. It's not like what Sebastian Bach or Axl Rose did, all those years ago.
Take that! I'll take it. God damn it! And then we find out that yes, Axl Rose can indeed fly. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't get it. Just because he spit at you, boo fucking who? You're whoever that photographer is just he or she just wants money. That's all they want. They have a shitty photographer job and they're sick of it, and they're like, oh, Manson spit at me. Oh, okay, I'm gonna file a lawsuit against him and charges and shit. So
and when did it happen too? Because I'm kind of concerned with the statute of limitations here.
I'm not sure. So Marshall, getting back to you now, do you before the pandemic and even now, I'm sure you're trying to get back into it. Do you do a lot of live shows, or do you just do mostly records?
It's a rarity for me to do a live show, because so much of my audience is splintered throughout the country and in other countries. It's difficult to I'll give you an example. I've done shows in front of audiences who were not prepared for the kind of weird shit I do, and it's not a good look. People are like, what the hell, but at the same time, I did the DFF meetup, and those people knew who I was and they knew what the deal was, and that went really well, so I don't like to do live shows, especially now with the face and everything, unless I kind of view the situation as appropriate, and
right.
I would like to do more live shows, if those guys ever call me, I'm always down. Or I'm going to be planning some more local things around where I'm at. So, if I can build enough to get 30 people out, that'd be pretty cool. Do it around here.
Well, if you do stuff like that, you should definitely film it and put it up on your channel. So those of us who are not in your general area at whatsoever, we can see it too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it filmed for sure.
So Bonk, what now where you reside, what What's the music scene and everything like up there these days?
Well, funny enough, we pretty much like found the scene a little while ago. We went to this like big concert thing up in Maine where there's like a couple bands playing, and they were mostly from Maine, but there's like this one band, like a group of guys from a well, actually, I'll start at the beginning. So we know a bass player in a band, Jack P. He told us they're playing at this pretty much like a warehouse up in Maine, and it's also the official Cannabis Church of New England is the flag they have. It's really, I'm pretty sure it's like a scam where they get you so fucked up you can't leave, because they also have a campground so you get however fucked up you get, and then you buy a campground to stay because you can't drive home.
You make it sound
basically,
it's actually really cool.
even
though
admission
admission
free,
was
you have
like
to pay to exit.
it was like $15 admission.
I was about to say,
and he didn't
are they
want us
just
to leave.
are they just like passing joints out and shit, or?
No, you could definitely buy them, 100%. And if you asked, he probably would give you one. No, actually, if you were a band, he would, because the guy just come up on stage and like give each member a hit. It was something, man. That guy's fucking weird, but
that sounds cool as shit. I mean,
it sounds cool, but I don't know. He had a weird vibe to him, not like weird, but like off. It's cool though. Anyway, so we met a bunch of bands from New Hampshire where we are, and funny enough, they're doing a show in Danny's Garage today with them. It's fucking awesome, just because we have other bands to play with, right? So,
so you're going to a gig tonight, I take it.
Yep. It's at 5. So what's that? Like in like an hour and a half or so. And we
now do you play?
I do not know. I support them. I have the musical talent of like a pebble, I think is the best way to put that.
Would a dry cat turd be more accurate?
Maybe a wet one. I'm not great, but I can jump around, so that's what I got.
You should put a band together that's a Public Enemy tribute band, and you could be Flavor Flav. You could just be the hype man.
Hell yeah.
Woo! And then you just jump around. Yeah, you just jump around. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, that's
There's a show that I used to do music for, and one of the other bands that they would play was called Sex Twister, and their lineup consisted of a singer, a person on a drum machine, and a guy who sat in a chair and smoked cigarettes, and that's what he did in the band. And I always fucking what do you play? The cigarette.
That's pretty good.
I play the lighter. Every once in a while when the music would stop and you'd hear that flick, that was me, baby.
So a few weeks ago, my parents came to town to go to an Alabama concert, and so while they were at the concert, I drove them downtown, and while they were at the concert, I just went to different places where I knew people working. And at one of the bars, there was this band that was playing, and during one of the long instrumental breaks, the lead singer, who was not playing any instruments, decided it would be a good time to start scaling the wall behind the drummer and start doing pull-ups. Well, when he dropped down, the dude tripped over a bunch of the boxes and equipment and stuff, and like just nearly did a face plant. It was glorious. I was just like, man, that's the closest I'm going to see to a Spinal Tap moment involving a rock band.
No. I was about to say, who does this guy think he is? Eddie Vedder climbing up into the ceiling and hanging over the crowd and shit. Fuck all that noise.
I guess he was dressed like a 70s rock singer, like think kind of a la Robert Plant, dressed kind of like that, and it was just pretty funny to see, man, because I love watching these disasters happen on stage because there's nothing the guy can do to correct it, and it was just glorious. I wish I had it on video because I would totally share it with you guys.
So Marshall, now do you make like all of the music and everything yourself? Is that correct?
Yeah, I produce everything.
Do you what do you play? Like, what do you play?
I mean, I can fuck around on a guitar and like a keyboard and shit, but the only instrument I've ever received any kind of training on was like school band. Played the saxophone, and I don't remember any of that shit by now.
That is dope as fuck.
Like 90% of what I use is synthesizers. Like a lot of the guitars and bass, if they aren't samples, they're all synth, and I've got some that are pretty convincing, and they kind of allow me to get the things out of my head that I'm trying to get out without, necessarily having the knowledge or skill on those instruments. And they've come a long way, by the way. A lot of those VSTs are very convincing.
It sucks because I'm sure you've come across like a lot of things you would like to sample, maybe to like you have like the best idea for it, but sadly you can't do it.
There's one right now. I really have an idea for I wanted to sample Adam's song by Blink-182, that opening riff, and do something with it. But it's just like, I mean, I can make the song, but I can't fucking do anything with it. It's just gonna sit there. I don't know.
I think that what's the old saying is imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, something like that. I mean, you would figure that a lot of these artists that people want to use from just a respect point of view, be like, yeah, sure, go ahead, but. But it also has to do with the rights to the song too. So.
Right, and once labels, the fucking devil, they get involved, because look, I understand. Like, I wouldn't have a problem splitting streaming revenue or something on a track. I really wouldn't have a problem. It's just like, it's difficult to get in touch with the right people.
Right,
it's really difficult.
And even when you do, it's most of the time they're probably going to just blow you off.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can hear it, yes, it is raining here right now. Am I still coming in clear, guys?
Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yep.
Okay.
What did you say? I can't hear you over the rain.
Shut the fuck up, sugar tits.
I'm sorry, I still couldn't hear you over the rain, dude.
Once again, shut the fuck up.
What?
Doc, do I have to put you in timeout?
No, sir.
That's what I thought, bitch. it's like I was saying, getting in touch with the right people, most of the time they're just going to blow you off, or they're going to be like, okay, well, if you want to use it, it's going to cost you pretty much everything you're going to make off of it.
Exactly.
And I think that's bullshit. Like, okay, I'm like, look, I want to use a 45-second sample of this guitar riff or this solo or this bass line or this drum line or something, or I want to use like this part of the first verse and this part of the chorus and the midsection, that's all I want,
Well, and musicians and artists need to realize that now is not the time to be as restrictive as they once were on their music, because for one, the internet exists, but also too, people do some really creative things that they would not expect, and getting a songwriter credit on a song that could potentially become a hugely popular song
Yeah.
is something many of them are not even considering. A Yellow Card a few years ago really screwed themselves when there was a hip-hop artist, I can't remember the guy's name, and the guy unfortunately is now dead, but he sampled some of their music, and they did not like it. They took him to court, and realistically, Finn McKenty pointed this out, and he said what Yellow Card really could have done, and it really catapulted them into new relevance and exposed them to a new audience.
Exactly.
He said what they should have done is contacted the guy, go, hey, let's draw up a contract so that way we can figure out how to split the revenue, or so that way we can at least give you some type of permission to use this, so we're not abandoning copyright, because that is something in copyright law, is abandonment of copyright. And so that's why a lot of times these artists really have to enforce the record labels.
Well,
but
I've seen.
he suggested they actually do a collaboration, and that would have been huge. And that's one of the things I think these older artists need to realize.
Yellow Card's the Ocean Avenue guys, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I saw like 2 years ago. I went to a damn it! I went to who sang My Friends Over You? Fucking
Newfound Glory.
I went to their concert in Boston.
Oh, how was that?
It was fucking something. They were doing their from the screen to your stereo or something.
Dude, I saw him on that same tour.
Yeah.
It was awesome,
He
man.
got in a Elsa costume, sang Let It Go.
Let It Go.
Yep, sang a whole bunch of movie songs.
I'm sure they did a lot of their old stuff too.
Yeah, a bunch of that. The Pit went hard to Let It Go. You know, it was great.
I always like their cover. I always like their cover of the Karate Kid song.
The Karate Kid thong.
Yeah, the Karate Kid song.
Yeah.
I've always enjoyed their cover of that. It was always really good.
What was I getting to? Oh yeah, Yellow Card. The singer was there.
Yeah. He plays auxiliary keyboards and guitar for him now.
Yeah.
Because Yellow Card officially broke up, I think, in 2018, and
I don't think they had a repeat of their success off that first single.
Well, they did have a few more singles. Yellow Card is not really a one-hit wonder band, because they did have a couple more after that. But what we're seeing right now is a resurgence of pop punk, and if Yellow Card, if they had just allowed that hip hop artist to use their song and then they collabed with them, like Avril Lavigne has done, like Travis Barker has done, they would have had like a whole new audience that they would have been exposed to, and they would have been able to keep going. They would have had a financial justification to keep going.
Better make a ska album. Either one of those tends to work.
Right. You need some quick money, just make a ska record.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's
so
guaranteed cash.
Look, if pop punk is on its way back, ska is going to make a comeback at some point too. So hold on.
You ever listened to Just Friends?
No. Oh yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
So, Wanderer, I was explaining to Mr. Manson here before we got started, because I had no idea you were going to be late, that I have substantially changed your taste in music practically. And as I explained to him, I created a monster with you with Typo Negative. And this is something I've been wanting to ask for a while now. So compared to when you first came on and now, did you think that you would have fallen in love with these particular records and kinds of music I've been sending you? Wow.
Oh God, he's dead.
Bueller.
Wow. He's Bueller.
Bueller.
Bueller. Bueller.
Did he go get another beer and
Oh
take
my
a
God, he
40-minute
didn't even.
trip?
Wow. Wow. That's fucked up, man. That's some foobar shit right
Well,
there.
check the
Man.
chat. Maybe he told us he was like taking a dump or something. Nope, he did not.
He said BRB to me in the game we're playing, but he didn't announce it on stream. So.
Oh yeah, thanks a lot. You just like really left me hanging out there to dry.
Well, I didn't. He did.
Well, I know. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about him. See, Marshall, this is what happens. Wanderer that's why he has his name. He wanders off. And I mean, like I said, he has no concept of time management.
There's someone hours ahead. He's always behind.
Well, hey, speaking of Wanderer, I did go back and listen to his Fallout story. That is a really good story.
It is. It was extremely, extremely well done.
It has me wondering about the Mantis King now.
It does me too. It does me too. That was one of the first things that came to mind after I listened to it. I'm like, wait a minute, what? What? Wait, no, wait. Can you we're like 15 more minutes? Come on, I want to stay up and watch Johnny Carson. Tell me the rest of the story. Wow. Thanks, Wanderer. I'm just waiting for him to come back, just so I can just be like, where the hell are you?
Bet he's got to do the dishes.
So, Marshall, you said you had this box set coming out now. For like all of your records, are they all like download, or are there physical copies of those as well still floating around?
So my first record, I did a release of that, like a CD of that, and it was just like a standard, like, jewel case. Some of them were bought at shows and others were ordered online, but this is a much more like proper release. Like, I actually have a website now set up for it. So if you go to marshalmanson.com, it's like all legit, finally set up right. And yeah, it's like an actual, it's a really nice CD. It's not just like a jewel case. Like, actually, it's a special edition thing it's gonna look really cool, and I'm excited for people to see it.
I'm gonna have to definitely go and visit and check it out. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by it already. So, and you said every one of these comes with a mask?
Comes with a mask. It's going to look just like the music video where my face is off. It's going to look just like that. And it's going to be really nice. It's going to have straps so you can wear it around. The goal is, in time, if you have one of these masks, that's your ticket to all of my shows. So if you have one, you're in for free. And
wow.
That's most likely chill with you.
Oh, yeah. Wow. That's fucking cool.
Hell yeah. So I'm excited for that. And if it's an event like that, it's not necessarily mine. I'll just pay for your ticket.
Wow, that's a very fucking interesting concept. I like that. That's fucking awesome.
Thanks, man. It's really cool, man. I was worried because no one's really done necessarily anything quite like that. There's similar things, but I was kind of worried about the reception, but like we did a stream last night and we sold a bunch of them. I'm really, really grateful.
I watched a little bit of that last night. I tried to pop into the chat for just a second.
I apologize for my drunkenness because I was doing shots for everyone we sold, and like we sold a bunch like really quickly, so I just started drinking like fucking schnapps and mostly Fireball, which I hate.
Oh man, how are you still alive this morning or today?
Right.
Well, luckily I drank a bunch of water in preparation because I knew it was going to be bad, and I don't have a hangover, which is good because as I've gotten older, I get hangovers really bad.
Like, he doesn't have a hangover, but he woke up and his liver was sitting next to him having a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Just looking up at him like, you're an asshole.
Yeah. I was still a little, like, I don't know. I lost my balance a couple of times when I first woke up, but I'm feeling good now.
How much coffee did you have to have?
I didn't have my fucking mug clean, and I'm lazy, so I was like, fuck it, we're not doing the coffee.
Man,
that's why you have things like DoorDash and everything. Just order some Starbucks.
True. I should have. Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Doc.
I was just saying I have to have at least 1 cup of coffee in the mornings. Like I'm that bad with it. I usually have a minimum 3 a day.
It just fucks my stomach, dude. I can't do the coffee anymore. I don't know.
Man, at some point I'm probably gonna just have to have an IV bag and just drip it directly into my veins.
I need a caffeine. Yeah, I need a caffeine drip.
Just fucking get the caffeine pills and just crush them and snort them.
Yeah,
Here we go.
I used to not even be a big coffee drinker either. It was something about working in IT that did that to me.
Oh yeah, I could totally see that. Absolutely.
No, what you do is you cut a line of Folgers and you snort it. You snort it. It goes just caffeine direct to your brain.
Yeah.
Hey, got any of that Folgers?
Yeah, you're like sniffing and scratching and shit. Like, bro, I got these cheeseburgers, man.
It'd be like what's Dave Chappelle's character, the crackhead?
Tyrone Biggins.
Yeah, Tyrone Biggins. Be like, got any more of that decaf? This where the peanut butter and coffee sandwiches is.
I like that bit he did where he's like, or if the president was a crackhead. He's like, he'd be fucking trying to suck people's dicks to get them to sign a treaty and shit.
I mean, be honest though, you kind of want to see like some type of crazy antics, like not like that, but some type of crazy antics from an unhinged president. Oh wait, we already had that.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, granted, Trump was not my favorite, but golly, this administration, I'm going what? Because now they're like trying to conspire with big tech companies to censor text messages that they deem misinformative. Which it's like that's a First Amendment violation right there, buddy.
Yeah, man. It's just what I don't like. It's I hate. Look, if he was just like upfront about what he was going to be, then that's one thing. But Trump is pretty upfront about what he is.
Yeah.
But Biden tried to parade around like he was going to be some kind of progressive president or something, and he's just not.
Oh, he's more establishment, like one of the most establishment type of guys. But some of the stuff that they're advocating is just like so many violations to the right to free speech, right to free expression. I mean, trying to get like telecom companies to censor text messages. And
yeah, that's fucked up.
Because
they shouldn't even be looking at them in the first place, which we all know they do.
No, they shouldn't be. And one of the other things too is, it would be illegal for the president or for the federal government to hire a private security firm and then say, okay, go raid that house, go raid that church, because that's illegal. That is, whenever they contract outsiders, those contractors are still bound by the stipulations on federal, local, and state law. Well, yeah. So they cannot get people to do their dirty work. That's essentially what they're trying to do with these tech companies, and so that is a huge First Amendment violation.
That's a great point.
Wanderer, have you come back yet?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, let me tell you something. You left me. Okay, I'm gonna have to get up on my soapbox for a second. You left me hanging. You did not tell us that you were stepping away, and I was asking
1 minute. I said, "Yo, give me just 1 second, guys." And then I disappeared.
We may have been talking, and I didn't hear you, but you left me hanging.
What did you say then?
Okay, I was trying to ask you a very specific question, because what I was saying was, before we went on the air, when I didn't know you were going to be late, is I was telling Marshall here that I have been sending you music, and I've created a monster with you with Typo Negative.
Yes.
But since from now, or from the time you started on the show with us till now, did you think that you would be into the kind of music and everything that I've sent to you?
I say I would, but it wouldn't. It would be kind of like a lighter form of it. I don't think I'd be into goth metal. I don't even think I'd be into metal by this point. Maybe at a later date, because obviously I've got quite a few metalhead friends, and they probably would have got me into Metallica at some point. But Bonk really got me big on Remo Drive, Old Pine, stuff like that. So I probably would have ventured deeper at one point, but I don't think as deep as I have and as fast as I have if it wasn't with your guidance. So I really appreciate that.
Marshall, I just threw him into the deep end. I had no remorse with it. But
He
like,
grabbed me by the back of my shirt.
It's sink or swim, buddy. It's sink or swim.
You're lucky. I have big biceps. They act as like floaty things. I don't actually have big biceps. I'm skinny as fuck.
Shut the fuck up, Don.
Very scientific use of the word floaty things.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
But yeah, I just decided like total submersion for him and all of this was appropriate because these are like the stuff I've been sending him is stuff that's like kind of slowly fading into obscurity, except with, certain people, and it's up to us to pass it on and keep it alive,
Absolutely, yeah.
Like I sent this man his first Kiss record a while back.
Oh hell yeah, I love Kiss.
Kiss is epic. I really enjoyed them.
What's your favorite Kiss record?
I'm not so deep into them to the point that I'm able to name out records and shit, but I throw on the classics, man. I throw on like Love Gun and shit and jam out. It's a good time.
Love Gun is my favorite record by them.
Yeah,
that's the one he sent me.
Yeah, it was like, and I sent him some Ted Nugent not too long ago, and I'm like, this could be really good or really bad, and he actually enjoyed it. I'm like, wow.
He's a character, man.
This kid likes the Nuge. All right.
Nuge.
the make it sound like those guys from SNL. The Nuge. All right. So, Doc, since we have a distinguished panel today, do you have a couple of videos for us to riff today?
Not today. I'm actually driving. So
you grossly unprepared bastard.
Well, I did. I can. Okay, here's what I can do. I can send them to you, and then you can display them because I do actually have a couple that you might find hilarious.
Well, we usually rely on you to do that.
Okay, we'll just do it next week.
Okay.
Remember, kiddos, don't watch Shanny for Christ and drive. It may cause you to crash.
Let's not go there. All right. Well, Wanderer, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we'll give you your time this week. So this week I sent you two completely different ends of the spectrum. One of them was another recommendation by Mr. Jello Shots, which shout out to him. Great guy. We love talking to him. I'm going to see if he'll come on the when we do part 3 and we do the panel. I'm going to see if he'll come in and join us as well. So I what did I send you this week?
Just one sec. I'm currently playing Minecraft. Maybe find a corner. Me and Bonk have been playing Minecraft.
Real quick, I want to jump back to merch real fast because Widows, you want a Townsend shirt? So I talked to Danny for a little bit, and he's thinking of getting up like a web store. Uh-huh. So that would probably be able to do deliveries that aren't from the back of his car.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I want some Townsend merch. Can he sail over in a boat and give me it?
Yeah, I got a few cardboard boxes. I'll just hook them together, drive to Boston. I'll ship myself over, ship myself back. It'll be fine.
We're good, man.
So you live up, or you're from around the Boston area?
Yes, I'm from Massachusetts. So originally I lived like 40 minutes away. Originally I lived like 30 minutes away. Now I live like an hour or so away.
He's from
I'm just on like the border. Yeah.
Does Boston still have a really big hardcore scene?
I want to say it does. A lot of New England's hardcore, and then some of it's like emo stuff and like alternative, whatever. There's like 100 different things to call it.
I mean, like Townsend's like DIY.
Well, no, what I mean is like one thing that when I started getting into hardcore music is I always heard that Boston was like pretty much like New England was pretty much the epicenter for a lot of it because you had bands like Bury Your Dead and Hatebreed and Oh God, who else?
Like all the Irish rock kind of thing, like Dropkick Murphy, shit like that.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen as much, but I don't get down to Boston very often. It's just where most bands come through because it's the major city for for New England.
You get down to Diamond City often, stranger?
No, don't watch baseball that much. Come over to Park? Yeah, no. But I talked to.
Do you like the Sox, man?
Hold on, what's the line? Park your car in Harvard Yard. Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah, you can definitely tell you're from that area because you hide that accent well.
Oh yeah, I hide it so well, but it only comes up at like work. I don't know why. Like, I'm like, somebody's like, "Hey, can you load my car?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can put that in your car." I hate it so much because I notice it every time it happens.
I think you do it on purpose.
I do. We get a lot of mass people, so that might be why. I'm comforting them. They're comforted by the A sound, I guess. I don't know.
Dude,
you all like
that
metaphysically summon the fawns, and hey.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel that way about a Southern accent for me, man. Because I know no matter how I speak, you're going to hear a little bit of a Southern drawl. But when I start getting tired, that's when it really comes out. And I'm like, golly, now I sound like I date my cousins. Golly.
I pledge allegiance to the swag.
I want to get some chowder. Huh? Go down to the harbor.
We're going over to Boston tonight. We're going to see the Sox play.
Go down to Boylston Street, see the Fenway Sox. Yeah.
See the big green.
I'd like to retrieve my tea back, please.
That shit's going in the drink, pal. Give it up.
Wonder, did you just say you want your tea back?
Why, yes, you filthy wanker. You dumped my tea in the harbor.
No, I think what he was saying is he wants to be teabag, is what it is.
Hey, fuck you! I do that on Halo.
That's him.
Oh, funny thing about that term. There were some guys one time, they thought it literally meant like taking tea bags and putting it in someone's mouth when they slept.
That's like what we do on Halo. Like when we kill somebody, we drop tea bags in their helmets.
It was like, guys, that's not what it means.
All right, Wanderer. So what did I send you this week?
So you sent me Alice Cooper's From the Inside, as well as Faith No More, The Real Thing.
How disappointed am I going to be this week?
Not very. I have quite a lot of good things to say about both albums. I think you're really going to like what I have to say. I've got some kind of fair dislikes here and there, but I think you're going to agree with a lot of what I have to say this week.
All right.
So which one do you want me to start on?
Well, let's go with Mr. Jello Shot's recommendation. Let's hear something about Mr. Cooper. All
right. Well, good choice because I actually really like this album. So I'll just kind of run through each track and my initial thoughts on each one as I was listening, and then I'll get to kind of what I've summed it up with and my rating as I usually do. So it starts off with the title track, which is obviously From the Inside. I really enjoyed the keyboard. It screamed like that late 20th century kind of vibe to it, and that's something I really actually kind of dig. It's not something you'd catch me listening to often, but it's something I quite like. Guitar was rather minimal on this track, something I didn't like as much. I feel like, if there was a bit more guitar on this track, I probably would have liked it more. Vocals didn't grip me as much at first, and overall wasn't really a big fan, but hey, it was a good start. I digged it, and nothing really much to complain about. I Wish I Were Born in Beverly Hills is the next track. A lot more guitar on this track, and I like that a lot more compared to the last one. Bass was a really cool highlight. Was pretty neutral on this song, if I'm honest. It wasn't really my favorite track, especially considering, excuse me, later tracks that come up. So then we have The Quiet Room. Fun fact, this is actually where they sent Naughty Kids when I was in my school. But holy shit, this song was amazing. It gave me like typo negative everything dies feels with that keyboard in it. And yeah, just those types of songs are just fucking amazing to me. And I thought it was a great song. Nurse Rosetta is the next one. The tone was something that like hit it out of the park with, and the guitar was probably my highlight again. Pretty great song. Don't have much to complain about there. Millie and Billy, wasn't really feeling it. I liked some of the instruments on it, but Millie and Billy was not for me. Serious, probably my favorite song out of the entire album. The song was absolutely brilliant. Amazing vocals, amazing guitar, just overall, everything about this song was just splendid. How You Gonna See Me Now? I love the piano on this track, and again, it's like that same kind of aesthetic, same kind of vibe and style I really like about Alice Cooper and this type of music in general. So I liked How You Gonna See Me Now. For Veronica's Sake is the next track. Loved the guitar climb at the beginning, and I thought it was a pretty dope song overall. And then finally, we have the last two tracks, which is Jackknife Johnny. Wasn't really a big fan of that one, and Inmates, which I thought was an absolutely brilliant ending. And I really couldn't have named a better song to end up with. And it had like this great orchestral kind of opening, and throughout it was mostly orchestral stuff, and it was quite different, but it made for a really fantastic song. So I'm gonna give this one, without a shadow of a fucking doubt, Alice Cooper, From the Inside, 10 out of 10, dude.
Nice.
Really, really enjoyed this album. Dude, Jello Shot's been sending me some fucking bangers, man.
Oh, has he been sending you other stuff too?
No, just like the ones he's been recommending to you, through you to me, have been great. Like the last two I think he's gave me have been 10s. Like
I haven't really talked to him much this week, but I'm going to try to catch up with him next week because I've already picked out your two already. So I'm going to try to get up with him for the next one.
All right.
So, and he and I did discuss this one together because I couldn't remember if I had actually sent you anything by this band before. And I was sending you a different one, but then it hit me, and I was just like, no, he likes a good like bass line with a lot of funk and everything in it. So let me send you some Faith No More. So I'm tempted to hear this one.
Alrighty, so I'll kick off with the first song. Obviously, I'm going to work my way through again, come up with my final thoughts on the whole thing as well as a rating. And I feel like I was quite fair with Faith No More. I wasn't afraid to admit what I liked and what I disliked about it. So I guess we'll just start off with the first song, which is called From Out of Nowhere. I really loved the opening. The drums were fantastic. Guitar and bass were really well done. And the vocals in the beginning were quite good. However, they kind of grinded on me throughout. So that's something I'll mention at the end there. Epic. I don't know why I found this so funny, but it made me laugh that they have a song named Epic. Like, it's just something about the word epic that's just so epic.
It's pretty good.
It is a pretty good word. It's pretty epic. But while I like the bass, the drums, guitar, chorus, and stuff, I didn't like the actual verses too much. I think it was like
really.
I suppose it was like the pacing was a bit weird for me. So yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of Epic in that aspect, but I did enjoy the instruments. Falling to Pieces, it was all right. Wasn't my favorite, but it did good. I wasn't like listening to him going God, but like, yeah, I sat there and I enjoyed it. So, Surprise You're Dead, however, this was really, really cool. I enjoyed almost every aspect about Surprise You're Dead. Absolutely killer song. Zombie Eaters, a lot of aspects of this song actually reminded me of Black Sabbath in a way with Sleeping Village. I think mainly in that opening melody, that's kind of what reminded me of that. But Zombie Eaters is a really nice song, and I do recommend it. Then we have the title track, which is The Real Thing. Opening drums, sick as fuck. Love the guitar when it comes out for the first time. And this song overall sounded really good. Lives up to the album's name really well. The vocals were also another highlight on this one, though I wasn't really too much of a fan through the last couple ones. Then we get to Underwater Love, a bit of a weird one to me. Yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of that one. The Morning After, bass was fucking gorgeous on that. Woodpecker from Mars, another favorite of mine. This was absolutely amazing. I loved pretty much every aspect of the song. Again, it's kind of like a more of a sort of like what Inmates was on Alice Cooper's album. It's got a lot of orchestral elements to it, and I think it makes it different enough to the point where, you know, this is kind of different, and I dig it. I do like stuff like that. When I'm writing scripts for videos and things like that, I always listen to, you know, like video game soundtracks, movie soundtracks, stuff like that. It kind of helps get my mind jogging a little. So yeah, I dig songs like these, especially when it's got a spin on it, like Faith No More has on this one. War Pigs was really good. I was like,
you reckon that's their Black Sabbath cover?
Wait, was it from the album I listened to?
Believe so, yeah.
Holy shit. Have I forgot how that goes already?
Marshall, am I going to have to fire him because he's forgotten who Black Sabbath is?
This guy's got amnesia.
I'm suffering from amnesia.
No, I do too.
Black
I
Sabbath
forgot
is,
how it goes.
It's Ozzy.
Black Sabbath are kings, man. They're legends. You can't forget the name Sabbath.
I gotta listen to like songs a million times over before I remember everything.
It wasn't on the album I listened to.
Was it not?
No,
it was on the Paranoid. Okay, that one was on Paranoid. Okay, well, you just heard a taste of another Black Sabbath record. They just did their version of it.
Well, I'm quite excited to hear what you had me tripping there, man. You had me fucking panicking. I was like, holy shit, am I like dealing with some sort of mental issue at the age of 18, dude?
You're just low on calcium.
But yeah, War Pigs was really good. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to hear what the original song's like. I suppose it's sort of like what the Black Sabbath cover was on October Rust in that aspect. So yeah, I can't wait to hear what the original's like. Then we have Edge of the World. Opening was weird as fuck. Very odd way to finish the album, in my opinion. Probably wouldn't have put it as the last song, but either way, 8 out of 10 for me. While I enjoyed quite a lot of this album, there were elements I didn't really like as much. For example, while the vocals definitely had their moments on the songs that I mentioned, I found them hard to listen to at times, and it kind of put me off some of the songs in some aspects. Despite that, it had a lot of elements from each one which I really liked, and I feel like 8 out of 10 is a fair score to give it, because I definitely did not dislike this album in any place whatsoever. So yeah, that's my ratings.
All right. Well, I've gone ahead and sent you your next two.
All right. Let me just put a line through these. Oh, shit. I went too far up. All right. Never mind. I'll do it another time. Sticky Notes is going ape shit on me. We have Anthrax with Volume 8. The Threat is Real. Holy shit. I've heard good things about Anthrax, so I'm excited to hear about that. And we have another Rage Against the Machine album. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I can't remember how long it's been since I last listened to that first Rage Against the Machine album, but it's been a while. I remember really liking it though, so I can't wait to hear what this one's like. Hell yeah.
Well, I was going to send you Evil Empire, but I've been listening to quite a bit. I mean, I love the Battle of Los Angeles. It's a great record, and I've been listening to a lot of stuff off of it. So I'm just like, I'll send him this one, see what he thinks.
Yeah.
You mind if I throw in one?
Sure.
Okay, give me a second. I need to decide if I want to send like a popular one or like some random shit from here.
Dude, you should send me that Nouns one. I still haven't listened to the second Nouns album.
Well, that's not. I sent it to you like a million years ago.
I forgot, dude, because like when you
well,
sent me,
listen to it.
Yeah, well, I was in the heat of some shit, man.
Well,
it wasn't high on my priorities.
Right,
yeah,
let me get.
It's kind of hard to do when it's 29 degrees Celsius outside.
I looked it up. It's the same. I looked it up. It's the same as I had here. Shut up. I live in New England for a reason. Hold on, I definitely get this now.
He starts spouting, I live in New England for a reason, and then he fucks something up. So
yeah. Cry more, dude. Yeah, I was the one bitching.
Didn't
but
fuck anything up. I'm trying to get the music.
I was the one crying, but cry more, dude. Internet debates 101. Tell somebody to cry, they will actually cry.
You talking shit about the socks, man?
Yeah, piss about it, maybe. Hey, come on, give me a break. Stop busting my balls.
I fucking love you, man.
I don't want to send it to Sterno. Okay.
This woman I follow on Twitter is lighting cigarettes outside.
Widow, should I send it to you from YouTube or?
Yeah, send it to me from YouTube.
Okay.
And while you are doing that, I will let you gentlemen take over for a moment because I'm moving back inside.
Roger. So, is the one you shot me in DMs, is that the one you want me to review?
Yeah, with that one, yeah.
Alright, yeah, sick. So, Bonk's album is The Dream Is Over by Pup. I think I've listened to Pup before, but I can't remember if I liked them or not. I can't wait to listen to it though, because this is a new.
Oh, I should have sent some weird shit. Oh, whatever, it's fine.
You should have sent me like a really fucking obscure old Pine style of album.
Yeah, but I need to get you out of your comfort zone.
You said obscure.
Weird.
You guys are fucking weirdos, man.
Weird. Discord.
Anyone got a ciggy, mate?
Or Shiggy Mate. Oh, I think that's just the first song. Whatever, you'll get to it. Okay.
You'll find it on your own, you lazy prick.
Yeah, I can't hold your hand anymore. I've done what I can.
You're old enough to stand on your own, son.
Okay.
So Marshall, when does the box set officially drop?
So right now you can order, and I actually make all these masks one at a time by hand.
Oh,
so,
wow.
There's no specific date, just as they're made, they're going to be sent out. It's probably going to take a few months. It's a lot of shit to do, but it's going to be sick.
How long does it take you to make one?
Oh man, it can be a couple hours to make one. And that's not counting if, like, you know, certain masks get botched, you know. I'm working with a lot of chemicals and stuff, so it's a whole thing, but I want it to be good, you know. I want it to be good for people.
Well, at least you're, you know, dedicated enough that you don't want to send your fans garbage.
Yeah, exactly. I would feel bad. I want them to like it. I want them to want to wear it and shit, you know.
You don't want the mask coming out like Saint Anger, basically.
Oh man. Oh man. You know, you committed the cardinal sin and you mentioned Saint Anger. It happened. Now I have to relive that.
Let's move on.
Well, I mean, it's really, honestly, it's really the best example you can give for, I guess, practical failure.
Bro, the fucking drums, they sound like soda cans or something.
Yeah, they sound like he's hitting on like fucking.
No, what it is
so
is
hard to describe.
He turned the snares off on his snare drum, and he didn't tune it all the way, and it sounds horrible. Like there's a video up on YouTube. I don't know who did it, but I don't know if it was one guy or this band, but they went back and redid that entire record with the
I heard that, yeah,
with the drums done properly, and it sounds completely different. And
Guys,
it actually sounds really good when the drums were tuned.
I've got a cool gimmick. Let's play badly.
Yeah.
We've been together long enough. It's time we put out one that people will call dog shit.
I can't.
Oh, they like the last one. Let's just slam some bins together and see how it works.
I fucking love a band where the vocalist is objectively a bad vocalist, I think, but it's so good. He's got this like this huge rasp, but it, like, I don't know, it's so it's really different. And
Does it sound like
really
that one Acadia Gray song where it's like howdy?
No. It's like,
and we got to make sure every time we end a verse or something, we go, yeah.
The word that comes to mind is visceral. I can't really, like, I don't know. He's got like that weed vocal, you know.
Smokes a bit too much.
You're canceled.
There's a video y'all can look up online.
Doc, you're going in and out, buddy.
Spliced together all the times James Hetfield goes. Sorry. I'll just hold on.
Oh, you're almost finished, man.
No, you came back at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. So what he did is this guy spliced all the times that James Hetfield goes, yeah. And it was one of the funniest things. It's like 120 times he does it throughout his career.
Dylan, I am aware of Apathy, and I've listened to that record before. The Grand, he also has a song called the Grand Leveler that he put out, which I absolutely adore. The music video is amazing. Obviously, me taking my name where I do. I'm fully connected to that video. So yes, I know who Apathy is. He's absolutely incredible. But no, I think Metallica is just like, look, we just got this new guy in the band. Let's put out a shit record and give him time to kind of catch up, which honestly, after that monstrosity came out, I haven't listened to Metallica anymore, except for the first 4, definitely. Black Album sometimes, and Pieces of Load and Reload, and after that I'm just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
I listened to like the most recent one from 2016, and
yeah, and Death Magnetic was pretty good too. I liked it.
I thought the most recent album was it was fine. Like I think the vocals were a bit they weren't James Hetfield enough for me.
There wasn't enough in the album.
There really wasn't. It sounded kind of flat.
Just like when you think he's going to do is like, what? Where's my you know? James, you're slipping in your old age, bro. Come on.
I think it like looks back on some of the stuff that Metallica's done, and he really doesn't like it nowadays.
Well, honestly, you know, I think, we can honestly agree that every band and every artist has had their Saint Anger. So,
yeah, I mean,
not Rush.
Chance the Rapper had it with one of his more recent albums.
Marshall, to you, what are some bands with Saint Anger moments?
I don't know, man. I honestly can't think of anything off the top of my head because Saint Anger is the thing I think of when I think of I was like, oh man, you remember that?
Right. It's like it's not even an album that's so bad that it's good. It's just an album that's just bad being bad. I mean, you know, start drinking again, for fuck's sake, and give us another Injustice for All.
Man, get fucked up.
And have Here's the other thing about Saint Anger. Had that album been done by like a young metalcore band, it would have been received completely differently, but it was not up to what we had expected from Metallica.
That's Injustice for All has its issues. I mean, didn't he turn the bass all the way the fuck down?
Yeah, you can't hear the bass in the original recording. You can hear it, but it's very faint.
Well, they did come out with a remix where it did boost the bass a lot.
There's people who have done that, you know, just put it up on YouTube. I've heard it with the bass turned up, and it sounds completely different.
I'm taking that personally as a bass player.
You can kiss my ass, is what you can do.
I'm saying it's bad. I'll take it personal.
How am I not supposed to take that personally? I mean, I'm gonna have to send Bonk over to your house.
I mean, I was at his house on Minecraft just a second ago.
Well,
Gonna
I mean,
blow-
I'm gonna have to send
Never
him to
mind. That's
punch
how
you
I
in the
get banned
face.
on Twitter, like you.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna send him to your Minecraft house to punch you in the face.
I don't have one yet.
He doesn't even have one. Homeless in
I'm going back
Minecraft.
to Norway to see
Wait,
if
oh,
I
he
can
does.
find-
He doesn't. Wait, he doesn't have a. Wait, did you take a play out of Marshall's book, and you're telling me you don't have a face?
What,
Doesn't
me?
have a base.
Oh, I thought he said face. I'm like, what the fuck?
No house in
I'm like-
Minecraft. This guy sucks.
He's living under bridges doing Minecraft heroin.
Yeah.
I'm living in your walls.
It's shameful, really.
It's the
It is
people.
rather embarrassing.
It's the people under the stairs.
You sent me into the women's toilets on a pub, and I fell through the fucking floor into Un-London.
Un-London.
well-
Why did you do that to me?
Yeah, I didn't do shit. I was outside. That was all you.
Yeah, you did that, man. You
You're
did
the
that to me.
architect of
I
your
was,
own downfall.
I was outside smoking, pal. What are you talking about?
I was having a ciggy, mate. I was having a ciggy, mate. Come on, give me a break.
Last night and the night before, there was three women
Birmingham, yeah.
walking down that way. I saw them. I said, "Hey, you three women, why are you going that way? There's nothing down there." And they flew away. I was like, "Oh, there's some birds."
My favorite part about that video is there's like a pause, and then his son like just busts the fuck out laughing. He's like, "What the hell?"
Dude, I'm so glad you know what video.
I thought he was gonna like when he started. I thought like I've seen that video before.
thought he
and
was-
I thought he was gonna break into like some like Bible parable or something. You know, like he was just gonna start spouting off about Jesus and just some kind of insane end times rant, and then he starts telling a story about women, and then they turn out to be birds. It's just like what.
I don't think I know
Love that video
what
way too much.
video you're talking about. I thought Wander was just building up to his like "Hey ladies" line again. I thought he was like building up to that, and it was going to be a big payoff, a big punchline.
Hey ladies, what's up?
But now I
Hey,
just don't
ladies,
get it.
What's up?
Hey ladies, what's up?
Well,
Flips
what-
hair,
what-
smiles, nods,
Punch
shits.
Thoughts?
Knee,
What album was that
knee
from
to the
again?
groin.
Oh, that was from a fucking
That was Newfound Glory.
yeah, Newfound Glory. That's the one. It's in my mind for a bit there. That was a good album.
Dude, you'd probably like Sum 41, I bet.
Who, me?
No, Wanderer.
I really that band was just kind of to me.
I just
really.
listened to the greatest hits. I never
So
I know
I love
like
Sum
that's
41.
music. Like I started off with like Sum 41, Blink 182. That's how I like got in really more into music, and then I kind of went from there.
Speaking of Blink 182, did y'all hear about Mark Hoppus?
Yeah, man.
He was the cancer diagnosis has come out, and he's got stage 4, a type of lymphoma.
Yeah,
That's
really
sad.
unfortunate.
E-
It's the exact same cancer that his mom beat. I'm pretty sure.
She was
That's impressive.
Okay, sorry.
well,
About that.
yeah.
All right. Well, since we've got some time, Doc, are you able to send me a link to maybe a compilation for us?
yeah. Let me just go ahead and send you those 2 videos because I think you'll appreciate them.
Well, I was looking for more like a compilation.
Okay,
Okay,
I'll send you
I
a
got a
compilation.
question.
I got one. I got
Okay.
something.
Well,
Like,
hang. What? Yes, Wanderer.
Why is there just like a fucking pillar of glass in the middle of the ocean, Bonk?
I don't know what these freaks do. All right, it's not me.
Wait, who else is on it? Is it like Dumpy
Like a
and
bunch of my
stuff?
friends. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, so it's like IRL people.
Yeah.
Oh, I get you. It's pretty epic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, widows.
Yeah.
I talked to Danny. He would probably be interested in coming on this show.
Fuck yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's go,
you guys
dude. I
could
want to
probably-
tell him that I'm like a big fucking fan of Townsend.
Okay, dude, you're having a fanboy moment, and
you're freaking me out. You're weird. I'm blocking you on Twitter and Instagram. You're weird.
You sound like you're sporting a chub there, pal.
Go home. Weird.
You sound like you're sporting a fanboy chub there, pal.
Relax, buddy. I just said I wanted to talk to the band.
It's not like I like the band that much or anything. I mean, it's cool, I guess.
It's just like, you're cool, and I like your music.
Not like anything really.
It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good.
Wanderer will just like he'll have his moment where he's going to say something. He'll just be like, I really like that record you did, man. It was great.
Yeah, I guess.
Whatever,
kinda.
Yeah,
even made it a reference.
Kinda. Wow. That's weird. Blocking you on Twitter again.
We're gonna cancel you. Let's see here. Okay, hang on. Let's see what we have.
Yeah, just send it in the chat.
All right, hang on. Let me set this up to screen share so we can have a little riff time before we close out for the week here. Oh, and real quick, while I'm thinking about it, next week on the 24th, we are going to be talking to XX, the dear lady who is out doing the Lord's work, archiving all of the horror that is Shani and Rev. So we are going to be interviewing them next week. Really excited about that. I'll have some more information up about that very, very soon. So let me. And okay.
Whoa. So wait.
Let me know.
You know that second Nouns album?
Yeah.
Can everybody see?
Hold on one sec. Did
I
they?
didn't see it, yeah.
I can see.
I can see.
Did they eventually release it on Spotify then?
I have no idea because I looked at it and it wasn't there, and then I looked at it again and it said it came out a couple years before their second one.
Because
it's some weird phenomena shit. I don't know.
Yeah, because Still Bummed was the only one that I remember seeing there back last year. So that's odd.
Yeah, some weird shit. Yo, Albion Online.
In which you write your own story instead of following.
We're sponsored.
Come on.
Enclave Squad Sigma. Yeah, they were in Broken Steel. Why?
Oh God!
This wasn't important.
See, this is why I'm gonna have to start taking donations to help me get a new computer. Okay, hey, one, because for
still there, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Kind of cut out a little bit.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I think he wants you to stream the videos.
Yeah. So Marshall, we take a little bit of time here sometimes, well now on the show, and we go and we find just like random old shit from YouTube that we know that we can make fun of. So since you guys are here today, I figured we would all enjoy this fun together. Well,
sounds like good times.
All right, I got a.
Okay, immediately just seeing this lady right here, she kind of looks like Morticia Adams, like sister who actually like got out and got a job. Do what?
Be sure you're also sharing the audio as well, because.
Oh yeah, that's something I need to check. This was not an invitation for you to start singing, Bonk. All right, there we go. Okay, so is everybody watching?
Just upset because he's cussing it.
Hi.
All right, let's go.
Oh fuck!
There's no sound.
There's no sound, dude.
They're all at work for nothing.
Wait, there's no sound?
But that did make it funnier. Man. That did definitely make it funnier.
Wait.
You need to check the when you're
checked the box.
sharing your screen.
I did check the box.
Did you uncheck the box? Maybe.
Did you try turning it off and turning it back on?
Yeah. Share audio.
Adjust the antenna.
Put more tinfoil on.
Do I need to share my entire screen? Because I was just trying to stream this single window. Let me just try my entire screen.
I shared just that tab normally when I share.
There we go. All right. Here we go. Okay. Shall we make this a try not to laugh? And first one to laugh gets muted or something. Okay.
Yes.
So if
all right.
you
So
laugh,
if you're muted right now, unmute.
Okay, I definitely win because I have to go. So it's been awesome. It's been good. I gotta bounce.
All right,
Bonk, we'll have you back on soon, man. Thanks for coming.
Cool. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Okay. So if you laugh, you have to mute. So, all right.
Now to sport with Meredith Sheehan.
She looked like she peed a little bit.
See with what we know.
Shock.
Apparently, we don't have that story. Right now, astronomers at the University of
investigation in Southwest Albuquerque. You can see right here.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't.
Where there's been spottings of a cougar, and that's not it. That looks like a house cat.
I've seen that one.
Away from where a local
we watched that one last time.
Rolled his cell phone video on what some say is a cougar. I'll be right back with a live report.
It's a cougar in its heart.
Oh, BBC News, only the most tip-top coverage. God fucking damn it. Oh.
Did he run off stage to rip a fart?
I don't know what he's doing.
Hello and welcome.
Here's some other great town names.
Gone.
Letitz.
Reduced to atoms.
It's Lidditz.
Oh, that's right. Wanderer wants to live in Letitz.
I'm excited about that 69.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty good.
This was the most awkward thing ever. I remember this one.
I'm excited about the win, but how about that 69? When Monique Vanderstream first opened her Waianae dairy farm in 2008, she wanted to sell milk. But all the rules and permitting required to bottle the milk made it difficult for the small farmer to do so. Last week,
I almost laughed.
Guidelines will be updated due to confusion. The company says any users who tweets content. Excuse me. Okay.
I ain't gonna laugh.
Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh,
shade. The sign will spell out Deli Cat Essen.
After being briefed on such a horrific crime.
1 million BT customers could see their bills full.
Oh, that sounded terrible. Back to the hoses. Goodness gracious.
Okay, all right. Doc won.
Oh, did we all laugh?
I laughed. Yeah, Marshall laughed, and I laughed, and you did. So Doc won.
Oh, that's too fucking good.
Who wants to do another one?
Is that the second link in chat? I'll see what this one is. Ultimate Stage Fails Compilation 2016. Alright, yeah. Okay, I'll share my screen again. I'll try just the window this time and see if it works.
You do that.
Oh. Share audio. Okay, window. Alright, can you see that?
Well, Doc's gone, so it's just the three of us.
Oh, well, that's odd. Okay, so same deal.
Yeah, you laugh, you mute.
Stage fail. So that's a very broad thingy. 360p. You can already fucking tell.
That guy's way into his job. Wait for it.
I do not understand what's happening.
I'm confused.
What the fuck was that? Oh, bye.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no audio on this one. Oh, nice job, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel the same.
Marshall, tell me you don't jump off stage like that.
I have not.
Into the waiting crowd or into the waiting concrete. It makes no difference.
Oh, that's hurt my eyes, dude.
His system locked up. Oh, crap.
You just get smacked in the face by a guitar. Holy shit. You thought that was on purpose. They're showing the same one twice.
Fuck, dude. Oh, fuck. It got me. It got me the way he just started screaming.
All right, Wanderer got this one.
No, I was laughing at one. No,
you won. Like, because I laughed.
Oh, did I win?
Yeah, you won.
Oh, okay. Well, we can stop now because I win. I'm that good. See, I was laughing at what Marshall said at the end.
Well, guys, I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to wrap it up a little early this week. Marshall, please, if you would like to, please self-promote all you wish, everything that you have and where people can find it.
Hell yeah. First off, I just want to say thank you for having me. It was a good time. I had fun talking to everybody and chilling.
Would you be interested in joining us for part 3 of Art and Artists coming up in another week or two?
If I can make it, because I am going to be going to Canada pretty soon. So if the dates line up, I'm definitely down.
All right. I'll definitely let you know when that's going on. So let's hear about where everybody can find your stuff.
So my preferred method of streaming is Spotify. So you just go to Spotify. We have Marshal Manson. That's Marshall with 1 L. I post a new song every other Friday. Like, unless something happens, every other Friday there's a new track. And it's really honestly the best way to support me other than buying my actual merch. So if that's something you're interested in, I have really cool, unique merch items. This isn't the last cool thing I'm doing. I have a lot of cool things planned. So if you go to marshalmanson.com right now, you can get a CD of the new album that comes in a fucking crazy box set. You've never seen a CD like this. You've never bought a CD like this. It's gonna blow your mind. And it also comes with a mask. It looks a lot like what my little emoticon here looks like. Very realistic. It feels like actual dead skin. It's pretty gross. And it serves as your concert ticket as well. So there's a show I'm doing. You bring that, you're going to get in for free. And I'm thinking about possibly throwing in the CD for the first album as well, just to make it more of a package deal.
Are you going to start doing more live streams?
You know, there are things that I'm working on that might necessitate it. So yeah, probably. I don't know how regularly, but yeah, definitely at some point be doing some more.
Well, if you ever need a fun bunch of guys to come on and join you, I'm sure I speak for all of us when I'd say we'd love to come on. So
absolutely, that'd be dope.
Oh yeah.
Wanderer, I know that Wanderer, go ahead and post another link to your project for everyone if they haven't already seen it. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button for us. Really helps us out. Get that. Hit that subscribe button, get the notification bell on. If you know someone who would like the show and would love to come and join us and have some fun with us every week, send them the link to the channel and tell them to give us a sub and come and hang out with us on Saturdays. Marshall, thank you so much for coming to join us. It was such a joy and a pleasure, and we will definitely be having you back. And you are welcome here anytime that you would like to come on. you have an open spot here. All are welcome here, so you are certainly more than welcome to join us anytime you wish.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
No problem. And remember, everybody, next week on the 24th, we will be interviewing XX with the Shaney Archive channel, doing the Lord's work, as the Geek Room says. And, big shout out to our boys at the Geek Room. We love you guys, Frank, Brand. Yes, even you, Billy. We love you guys. And, we completely support you in every single way. Great bunch of guys over there at the Geek Room. So if you don't already subscribe to them, go hit that subscribe button for them. Show them some love. So guys, we will see you next Saturday at the same time, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. UK time. Remember, XX was going to be on with us. And of course, we will be having fun as we always do. So we will see you then once again next Saturday, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. UK time. We will see you then, everyone. But until then, as always, my friends, peace be with you.